Salutations, my fellow humans. Wait, why did I put that in the script? What? Did you know that Nintendo makes awesome games? You probably did, but today I want to tell the world my favorite Nintendo IPs. How Nintendo has made great IPs in so many different genres is truly amazing, and I like to think I'm a very well-rounded gamer. But one rule is that I have to have played at least 3 games or at least 50% of the games in that franchise for it to be eligible for this list. Unfortunately, that takes out franchises like Metroid and Paper Mario. But enough chit-chat, let's get on with my favorite Nintendo franchises. Number 10 is Yoshi. Yoshi is really cool and an underrated franchise in my opinion. Obviously, Yoshi's Island on the SNES is a fantastic game, but I think Woolly World and Crafted World are really solid games as well. I haven't played Yoshi's Story, so I can't speak for that game. The art styles are always fantastic, and while the games are usually pretty easy, it's the collectibles that are very well hidden and very fun to collect that help this franchise. Overall, it's a very solid platformer series that I think deserves more love. At number 9, we have Mario Kart. It's Mario racing and he throws items and you swear at blue shells. Enough said. Number 8 is Super Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Has an amazing premise. The biggest Nintendo and gaming characters all together in one game is amazing. Just for me personally, I'm not a big fighting game guy. Smash Ultimate is by far my favorite fighting game of all time, and it's the first fighting game I've just put so much time into. What I love about Smash Bros. Is that characters have so many different play styles that just hitting random on the character screen is just so fun. The variety it has is astounding for a fighting game. It's just a really fun series to play with other people. So despite fighting games not being my favorite, I still love playing Smash regularly. At number 7, we have Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is different from the other franchises in this list. There isn't a true end goal. The end goal is, I guess, when you feel your island is just about perfect, and that's what's cool about this series. At first, I thought Animal Crossing was going to be too boring for me, but I immediately fell in love with the series. Seeing your town come together is insanely satisfying, and the villagers are cute and cool. Also, Nintendo was not lazy when making this series. The amount of items you can get is so big, no people are going to have really similar towns. Catching new fish and bugs is more fun than it has any right to be, and overall, it's just a super chill and rewarding series. I have really grown to love it. Most Nintendo fans will have The Legend of Zelda top 3 on their list. I don't. It's my number 6. But don't think I dislike Zelda. I love Zelda so much, and Breath of the Wild especially brought me more fun than I can express with words. I've enjoyed every Zelda game I've played. No one does adventure better than Zelda. Somehow, the Zelda developers make every game an epic adventure that you will remember forever. The worlds are always just so amazing, I don't know how Nintendo does it. The characters are great and the dungeons are great. The puzzles are great and the combat's great. It's awesome, but for me, there is a few franchises I prefer. Number 5 is Pikmin. Pikmin, oh my god, okay. Pikmin is so underrated, like, for real. No one ever talks about Pikmin, well, okay, except I will. The point is Pikmin is so unique. The concept of having these little things that you throw around a planet with fruit and bugs might not sound that fun on paper, but god, it's so good. The management takes strategy. Finding the things you need to find to move on in this weird but pretty realistic world is so amusing to me. And rushing back at the end of the day and not knowing if you're gonna make it gives you this insane rush of excitement. There really isn't much more to say. You just have to play it yourself. So just give us Pikmin 4. At number 4, we have Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm not the biggest JRPG fan, but wow, I love Xenoblade. Something about it immediately clicked with me. Just having this massive, beautiful world to explore is just so amazing. And the combat. oh man, the combat. It's truly awesome. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because I already did a XENOBLADE video, card in the corner. But everything about both XENOBLADE 1 and 2 is just so great. Don't let anyone try to convince you Donkey Kong isn't the best 2D platform in the series. Whether it was made by Rare or Retro, it doesn't matter. Donkey Kong's level design is astounding. The difficulty is literally perfect. The music is fantastic. The environments are great. In terms of the new DK games, Retro just so outdid themselves. Both Country Returns and Tropical Freeze are masterpieces of game design, and I promise you, they will age like fine wine. Play a Donkey Kong game now. It will totally change your perception of 2D platformers. Just so good. At number 2, we have Splatoon. I was skeptical of Splatoon at first. I'm not a big shooter guy, and Splatoon just felt weird. When I picked up Splatoon for Wii U after I liked what I played at a friend's house, I immediately fell in love with it. The strategy is so strong actually, and I love how killing, or splatting I guess, does help for sure, but it isn't the sole purpose. Then Splatoon 2 came out and it took my Splatoon love to the next level. It's still by far my most played Switch game and is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely love everything about Splatoon. Turf War is fun. All 4 ranked modes are absolutely exhilarating and amazing, although I would have to say Rainmaker and Clam Blitz are my favorite. Salmon Run is such a blast, and both Octo Canyon and Octo Expansion are new masterpieces of level design. All the weapon types have unique and fun elements. It's just so good, I just can't even explain it. The Splatoon franchise is just so good. Just play it, okay? If someone meets me, one of the first things I tell them about myself is my love for Mario games. My first ever game I played was a Mario game. My favorite game of all time is a Mario game. And every Mario game in between I love. There are a few stinkers. New Super Mario Bros. 2. Excuse me. Yeah, but for the most part, I adore every Mario game. Specifically, the 3D Mario series is the most consistent franchise in gaming history. Even the worst 3D Mario is really fun, and the best 3D Mario games are the definition of masterpiece. And most of all Mario games do what video games should do. They bring me pure joy from start to finish. And that's the best part about it to me. Thank you all for watching. I'd love to hear your favorite Nintendo franchises in the comments below. And until next time, stay fresh!